Hi YouTube friends and family, I'm a survivor and thriver here. I've been getting a lot of PMs asking, S&T, where are you? Where have you been? And this and that. Well guys, I've been very busy. 2 weekends ago I went to Vegas, and last weekend I went on a camping trip with several of my friends, which was great. You can leave Vegas where it is. I really didn't have a good time, maybe because my eyes are open so much. But I met up with some great friends, and if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would have enjoyed Vegas that much. But I loved, oh my goodness, my camping trip was awesome. Anyway, I decided to do a little mini series on what worked for me when I went camping, and I wanted to share with you guys to show you that, you know, if you needed to use these types of equipment or these types of things for an SHTF situation, they'd be very useful to you. So here we go, starting out with this one. This one is a Mr. Buddy heater. Here it is here, guys. Let me get it out of the light a little bit for you. It is 4,000 to 9,000 BTUs. And it's the smaller version. They do have a bigger version, but I just thought that for an emergency type situation that I get the smaller one, and it worked out great for me. Guys, let me tell you, this camping trip we went on, it was freezing outside. We lived in an 8-person tent. There were 4 of us in the tent, and the weather, I mean the temperatures just got frigid. So thankfully, I thought about that ahead of time, and I said, you know what? Maybe it will be useful to take a small little heater just in case it gets too cold, and I'm glad that I did. The first night we were there, I tried out the heater because I never used it. I just bought it and tucked it away for an emergency. So what I did was, during that day, I set up the heater, and I had a problem. If you look over here on the side, you see little scorch marks here. What happened was this little filtering device here that I also bought to accommodate the heater, it was loose. And when I attached the heater up to the propane tank here, there were flames shooting from here. And I was like, oh my gosh, twice I tried it, and it was like, oh, a nightmare. So what I did when I finally realized that this was loosened, I tightened it up, and it worked like a charm. Now, for this type of heater, you can use 2 types of heating devices. They have these little 1-pound propane containers that you can connect to here. Or if you have this attachment here, you can attach this to a hose here that I have. You connect it to here, and you connect this attachment to your propane, your 20-pound propane tank, and you can work this heater just like that. And I chose that option because I want it to be heated for the whole night instead of just a couple of hours with that little propane tank. And it worked out just fine. And I'm going to show you guys how I connected it. And I tell you, it was a godsend. This heater kept our tent warm for 2 full nights off this 20-pound propane tank here. And I tell you, I couldn't have been more impressed with it. I knew that the little heater would work, but I did not know that it would work so wonderfully as it did. So this is it. You attach the little attachment inside of your tank like so, and try to crank it down as tight as you can. You don't have to use any pliers. Hand tight is tight enough. So I connected this part here. When you're connecting the part into the tank, you have to connect it going to the left. But when you attach the hose to the adapter, you have to turn it to the right. Okay? So you take the other end of the hose here, plug it in here, or you screw it in here, if I can. Oh, why does things always give you a hard time when you're trying to show someone else how to do it? I don't know. But anyway. Wow, okay. Anyway, guys, you get the idea. It's attached in here. What you do is you take your lighter and there are 4 positions on this heater. There's an off part, pilot, low, and high. What they tell you to do is take this to the, first you have to turn this on full blast. Once this is on full blast, you turn the knob to the pilot position, hold it down for 30 seconds, and once the pilot is lit, you hold it for 30 seconds, and you turn it all the way around to the high position, and you'll see this white device, this little light white part in here, turn completely orange, just like here on the box. And once it's lit, it gives you lots of heat. I'm telling you, we didn't have any problem with this device heating up the whole tent. And we were nice and toasty in the middle of the night when everybody else was freezing. Okay? I don't know if you see this. I'm going to zoom in on this little bag I have here. It's just a little adapter bag. I put all of my little adapters in here. As you can see in here, I put all of my little adapting because we like to go camping. And I don't want to lose one part. Whenever I get ready for something, it just annoys me to no one's end if I can't find it. So that was a little tip, you know, that I just thought about, and I said, okay, it's very helpful and it was very useful to me, and I thought that you guys might want to, you know, be privy to that information as well. Anyway, guys, like I said, this Mr. here device here was awesome. I know long term it wouldn't work for an SHTF situation if you wasn't fully stocked with propane tanks, but if you were the type of person that would be fully stocked with propane, I tell you, this device is just awesome. Another device that I don't have listed up here is a carbon monoxide detector. I also had one of those in the tent just in case. What I did was I put the device inside of the tent, the Mr. Buddy heater, and I left the propane outside of the tent, you know, a little ways, a distance away from where we were sleeping just in case. But I also, like I said, I had the carbon monoxide poison detector inside, and it just worked beautifully. I slept like a baby. I didn't have to worry about getting carbon monoxide poisoning and waking up in heaven. So it worked out great. And I'm going to share a couple of more things that worked out really well for us on this trip. But this is the first. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I am back and ready to enjoy the holidays, just like I'm sure the rest of you. And I enjoyed my Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And here I am, guys. So you know how it goes. If you want to be like me, I'm a survivor and thriver. Out.